Hi everybody, it's Verity here from inkybutterfly.wordpress.com. It is the first of the month, which means we have our Stamp Around UK video hop. Please do click on the description and you will see there's a list of all the other videos that are taking part this month, and the theme is designer series paper. Okay, and this is what I've picked. I've picked Hydrangea Hill to work with today. So this is a really super set of paper. This is 12 by 12 double-sided sheets with really bold blooms. The colours we've got are Highland Heather, Gorgeous Grape, Rococo Rose, Seaside Spray and Misty Moonlight. And then the green is Mossy Meadow and Old Olive. Okay, so we've got some really beautiful patterned paper, but also in the suite I wanted to show you these gorgeous acetates, hopefully without glaring too much on there. This is the Mercury acetate. There's two designs in two colours. Okay, so there's more of a sort of grape colour and a sort of heather colour. So we've got a really sort of small speckle on this one, and then the other sheet has got sort of larger speckles on it as well. Okay, and the other side is silver. So I've got a couple of sample cards actually. So this one I've got the purple acetate sort of showing. Okay, and on this one I actually used the silver side. Okay, so the choice is yours as to which you would like. Okay, so this is what we're replicating today. Everything's already cut. We've got a white card base and we've got our Mercury acetate, that's the word, acetate, which we're going to stick down with Stampin' Seal Plus. So you know I like the tape dispensers, and I use the regular seal all the time, but because this is you know, a heavier weight thing, non-porous, I thought we'd get the Stampin' Seal Plus out just to be sure it's down and not going to go anywhere. I try to avoid the edges, so the edges are what we're going to see. Okay, so that we don't see the tape through there. Okay, and then we're going to add our layers of our white cardstock. This is 3 5/8 by 5 3/8 with a layer of designer series paper which is 3 1/2 by 5 1/4. So we will adhere that, layer that together, and we're going to add it to our card with dimensionals. Okay, just going to grab a few of those like so, and we also want to secure some ribbon. I've actually pulled in the this Blackberry Bliss sort of striped organza. I don't know whether they call it striped organza, but that's what I'm calling it. It's really gorgeous, got that additional texture on it. And then we're going to add this onto our card, but again, because of the acetate, I'm just going to apply a smidge of glue to each of those dimensionals, which is just a little bit stronger. And once that dries, that will be held in place really securely. So we're just going to pop that over the top, preferably something like straight would be good. And then I've got this, which is the largest Stitched So Sweetly die cut. I chose this. You could have just cut another layer of white if you'd have wanted, if you don't have these dies, but I quite like the scalloped edge there. I think it's nice to go with the sort of irregular nature of the hydrangeas, and that is the base card done. We can just tie this into the knot now. We've got the other piece in place and that is ready to go. Okay, just snip those ends. If we do them together, they'll be the same length. Okay, so that's going to be put to one side to go. I've already stamped the hydrangea and the sentiment. The sentiment's been stamped in, what do we call that? Blackberry Bliss. And we're going to colour in our hydrangea with the Stampin' Blends. Don't be put off, I'm not going to be doing any super artwork or anything. Right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a line along the, what do you call that, the central vein, and I'm going to squiggle in some, that's all I'm going to do, on the underside of that leaf, where there'd be a bit more shadow. And I'm just going to put the dark around those joins, and then I'm going to go over the whole lot with the light marker. Okay, so no art degrees are required to use Stampin' Blends. The colour coordination has been done for you. You purchase the markers in pairs, so you can't go wrong. And if you've got the stamping storage, haven't talked about that for a while. Stamping storage is marvellous, and you can keep them all together. And it's really nice, and it's white, and it's beautiful. Because we like organising. If you're a crafter, you'll like organising. You'll like making a mess, but you'll also like organising. So, no posh blending at all. The flower itself we are going to do in Highland Heather. Right, and again you'll be absolutely stunned at the technique here. Where the centre of the flower is marked with this little dot in the artwork, I'm just sort of doing a little cross. Like you're starring up your to-do list. Okay, and then we're going to add it into little places that sort of indicates a little gap in the line art between the petals. Maybe a bit around the edges. So if you just look through, there's some little spaces in between those little things. Here and there. And thereabouts. That's it. And then we're going to go over the whole lot with the light marker. Okay, I'm going to work in the centre a little bit and then go out to the edge. I'm going to use the brush end because it's quicker, but I'm going to turn the cardstock so that I can see where that point is going. Get right into those details. If you want the tidiest of colourers, this technique is fabulous because there's literally nothing to it at all. And if you do go out the lines on this image, I don't think it matters too much. So the centre portion is going to be a little drier now, so I'm just going to go over some of those petals again. So if you go over the same areas, once they're dry, they will darken up a little bit. I'm not going to mess about anymore with that. I'm going to use the coordinating die to cut that out. We could have just put this, cut this with the Stitch So Sweetly, but I just wanted another element of dimension on here. This is the smallest Stitch So Sweetly die, and it only just fits, so you'll think you're cutting off a little bit of your letters, but it does just fit. And we will run both of those through our die cut machine. I've been using my Stampin Up cut and emboss machine, and it is absolutely fantastic and cuts beautifully every time. Okay, we need some dimensionals on the back of these. The sentiment is just going to have one on the far side, and then we're going to use our little bits and bobs. I'm going to use my sticky scissors. These are the scissors I dedicate to do sticky stuff. Okay, and so make sure you use the edges of your dimensionals. Don't let them go to waste. And I'm just going to bring in a little bit of Stampin' Steel on the edge of the that stalk there, and on the other edge of the sentiment. Peel off our backings. And we can add those to our card wherever you like, whatever takes your fancy. Quite like them overlapping that stitch into the side there. This fits really beautifully in this bottom corner. Oh, I've put the dimension on the wrong side. I was like, hang on a minute, what's that doing? So they will peel off. And because it's on the back, you won't ever notice. So let's just get rid of that a second. Oh, it stuck to me. Were you all shouting at the telly that I'd put it on the wrong side? I want it on this side. And there we have it. Touch of Wink of Stella, just to add a bit of glitz and shimmer, and that is it. There we are. I hope you like that. Here are my other ones. So you've got sort of the silver foil, we've got the dark foil and the light foil, all with the same combination paper. So hope you like those. To send to your mum or whatever. Thanks a lot for joining me today. Please do remember to click on the description and view all the other tutorials that are in this video hop. I'm sure they would all love some likes and subscribes. And until next time, we'll see you later. Take care, everybody. Bye.